I like what I do for a living right now. I really do. But lately, it's been a lot of overtime. I've been taking advantage of it, getting things done, being a little bit more financially stable during the months. My thing is, I would gladly take a second job and return to doing my standard hours at the expense of it, meaning that I don't have to deal with a lot of repeated nonsense. And not all of it's nonsense, but I mean, like, I see why people get burned out working where I work. It feels like you are enabling the same people that you complain about, the frequent flyers, the people who don't stop drinking, the people who know they're going to get a free ride to the ambulance and get kicked out in the street after they get a nice sandwich in their stomach and some juices. And it's just wash, rinse, and repeat. And I would rather sit by idly and tend to people who have dire emergencies rather than people who just know we're going to be there to give them a taxi ride. And people might say, well, wow, Kareem, that's kind of harsh. I'm like, no, it's not harsh. I would gladly give up the overtime I'm working and go back to working more at my second job if it meant that I don't see any more of these people because they done went and they are seeking long-term treatment, which gets them off the streets. I would give up my overtime for that and work elsewhere to supplement my income. I've done it before and I'll do it again at the sacrifice of, at the expense of people actually getting the help they need. And like I said, a lot of people, I see why they feel burned out after a while. It's like it never stops. It never stops. But like I said, I like what I do for a living. I really do. But I would idly sit by and wait for emergencies to happen. And the thing is, with this job, on the other note, playing devil's advocate to myself, you never know when there is a dire emergency. See, that's the paradox of the whole situation. And as much as I might feel like we enable a lot of people, and a lot of people know how to use the system to their advantage, and they will never change, and they will be the same addicts to alcohol, to opiates, to other narcotics. As much as I know they know how to use that system and stuff, you never know when there's a legit emergency. So it'd be selfish for me to say, okay, I grow just completely tired of everything. But like I said, when I did this video, when I started this video, it's like I would gladly trade my overtime in for people to get the help that they most need. But then you run into people who don't even want it. They're just so far gone. You gotta want this for yourself. Nobody can put you in a program if you're not going to follow through with it. Like, I have one patient, of course I can't tell you names, I can't tell you locations, I can tell you situations. One patient who's in his 50s, and his elderly mother just enables him, and he will never change, and unfortunately she might outlive him. And me and my partner had the other day, we're talking about what would happen if it was the other way around and he was out on the street. He would probably be dead in a matter of days. There's nobody to take care of him, nobody to call to make sure that he survives the numerous overdoses that he tends to have. She's the only thing that keeps him alive. And he doesn't even realize that if she departs this earth before he does, he might as well just join in and go. Because it's apparent that you how can I say this? You're not going to get the help that you need. There's just people out there who just feel like you have and programs. There's programs and people who work for these programs are just like, you know what? You have exhausted your resources. We've given you chance after chance. And they're pretty much telling you in nicer words, you're dead to us. And a lot of people don't even realize it's on you. They don't realize it's on them. That's what I mean. They don't realize it's on them. They don't realize that you can't just keep going through life making mistakes or just wallowing in your BS and expect people to come save you each time. It's my job to do that, but I'm talking about as for people around you, your bystanders. Bystanders, some people call out of concern. And then, it's a real sad scenario when you walk up to a scene and it's so-and-so again? Yeah, this seems about normal. And they just give you the eye roll, but nobody truly cares because they're tired also of seeing you go through this and you just don't learn. This is what I deal with in the urban environment, working EMS, But I'm not going to sit here and be tone deaf and tell you, oh, well, you got all these opportunities. I did this and I did that. I'm like, no. First of all, you come from another town, number one. Number two, you know what? I'm not going to even get into it because I ain't going to, no, I'm not going to even get into it. You already know where I'm going to go with this. Anyway, let me stay on subject here. I would gladly give up the overtime I'm working and go and put in more hours elsewhere if it meant the streets of Jersey City, New Jersey had people who were getting the help. But like I say, it's the paradox, it's the devil's advocate. A lot of people don't want the help. So the cycle never ends. Anyway, y'all, because I'm a Fury, I'm here, and now I'm out. Peace.